don't believe in spirits and ghosts, paranormal, things of that nature, go ahead and keep scrolling because this ain't for you. And we don't have time for all the judgment today. Everybody else, stay tuned. It's story time. Lock it in. All right, here we go. So let me start by saying I bought this house earlier this year, right? When the realtor first took me into this house, I felt something. And I can't explain it, but it was a warmth, it was a homey, it was we got you type of energy, right? And I know what you may be thinking. Who got you? I don't know. For me, it felt like the ancestors were there. I don't know. That's what it felt like. It felt like I was in a sea of sharks and this was the house that was just untouchable. I don't know. But it wasn't a scared feeling. It wasn't a worried feeling. It was a very comforting feeling. I mean, I hear the occasional things in the house that I attribute to like squirrels or the dog or something like that. But when I'm all by myself with the dog, I'm not scared. There's no scary feeling. I know that my mom had said before that the dog sometimes will just bark at the air. Not an aggressive bark, but she'll just bark. And there'll be nothing provoking her, nothing outside, nothing like that, right? And you know what they say? They say that pets can feel and see these energies and these spirits, etc., right? At least that's what I've heard. So I'm not saying that there's nothing in my house. Do I believe that there's someone in my house? A spirit? I don't know. I'm not saying there's not. There feels like something, right? But last night, we took a turn here. Okay, I'm sleeping, right? And I hear my child coughing a little bit. Again, you saw that video, my kids start coughing uncontrollably, whatever, right? So he coughs here and there. So I go give him some water. Then I get back. I'm dozing, but I'm not deep in sleep yet. It's just kind of, in and out, in and out. I feel something or someone sit on my bed. They sat on my bed. And I felt the pressure, the indention, everything. And all of a sudden, I look and no one's there. The next thing I feel is the person or thing, however you want, spirit, whatever, lay down on my bed. There was clear feeling of pressure and being applied to my bed next to me. And at first, when the sit down happened, I'm thinking, oh, it's the boys coming into my room, one of the boys. It wasn't. And so I stayed perfectly still and my head is like this and I'm looking at the other side of my bed and I'm not moving a muscle. And I feel that pressure of someone laying down. And it wasn't a scared feeling. I think I was a little bit in shock because this has never happened to me before. I've heard stories upon stories of this happening to other people, but it has never, ever, ever happened to me. So I don't know. I think I was a little bit in shock. My mindset just went to protection mode. Like I started thinking about my kids and like thinking about, I don't know. It's weird. Anywho, I'm not going to keep you guys. I just wanted to tell you that story because I just am like, what happened? What just happened? Has that happened to you guys? And also, too, whatever the feeling I was getting, it wasn't familiar. Like, I didn't feel like I knew who that was. Like, some people feel like they know who it is or they feel like it's a lost loved one or, I didn't have a feeling of knowing who this was or what it meant, Okay, go have a good day.